Welcome to Base Camp. I'm Pastor Pat.
Pastor Pat! Pastor Pat!
Oh, hi Respecto and Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Pastor Pat! Actually, Easter is what Respecto come to see Pastor Pat about!
Really? What's up?
Respecto and his friend write an Easter story and would like Pastor Pat to read it!
Oh, well, that sounds like a great idea. It's kind of nice to have someone else come up with the lesson, especially on a holiday.
Here you go!
Thanks. Once upon a time,
Respecto came up with that part all on his own.
very nice. Once upon a time, there was an Easter basket filled with beautiful Easter eggs. They were pink and yellow and orange and purple and blue and even magenta. Magenta?
Yeah, that's what Respecto's friend tell him.
Nice.
Pastor Pat,
Yes?
what color is magenta?
Well, magenta, I think it's kind of a reddish, purplish pink.
Okay, that works.
Good. Although some even say that magenta has a hint of mauve in it.
That's fine. What color is mauve?
Kind of a light purple.
Ooh, ooh. Can we call the purple egg mauve?
It's your story.
Yay! It's mauve!
Okay, anyway, back to the story. There was an Easter basket filled with beautiful Easter eggs. They were pink and yellow and orange and mauve and blue and even magenta, but not green. Not green?
Won't show up on the green screen.
Right, of course.
And yellow and blue kept their distance from each other.
They did?
Yeah, yellow and blue make green. Don't want to risk it.
Good thinking. This Easter basket, filled with colorful eggs except for green and with yellow and blue keeping their distance from each other, was a special Easter basket. And the eggs inside it were special eggs. Not only were they special colors, but they had a special purpose. Each day, the Easter Bunny would come to the eggs to see if they were ready to embrace their special new life yet. But in order to do so, they would have to hatch out of their shell and leave the basket. He'd hop up beside the basket and call out, "Who's ready to break free and live?" At first, none of the eggs moved. They were comfortable in their shells, and those shells were safely snuggled into the basket. When the Easter Bunny came by, the chicks inside the eggs wouldn't make a peep. But that didn't deter the Easter Bunny. He kept coming and asking, "Who is ready to break free and live?" One day, when he asked, a little voice peeped back out to him from one of the eggs. "Why would we want to leave our eggs? It's all we've ever known." The Easter Bunny replied back, "I have so much more for you, but you've got to leave your dark egg and come into the light to find out." That was all the encouragement one of the little eggs needed, and with a quick crack of his shell, the little chick burst out into the light of a new world.
Can you make that the blue egg? Then we don't have to worry about any blue and yellow accidents.
Sure. The other eggs could hear the joy in the voice of the little chick as it followed the Easter Bunny into the world, but none of them stirred. Until the next day when the Easter Bunny came again. "Who is ready to break free and live?" he asked again. "Is it really that great out there?" peeped a little voice from inside another of the eggs.
Yellow.
What?
Make this one the yellow egg. He and blue have never been able to be close together, so it'd be nice for them to be able to spend some time together now.
Okay. "Is it really that great out there?" peeped a little voice from inside the yellow egg. The yellow egg was surprised to be answered not just by the Easter Bunny, but by the chick that had once been inside the blue egg as well. "Yes, and I really want you to see it with me," he exclaimed back. That was all the encouragement the yellow egg needed, and with a quick crack of his shell, the little chick burst out into the light of a new world. The other eggs could hear the joy in the voices of the two little chicks as they followed the Easter Bunny into the world, but none of them stirred, until the next day when the Easter Bunny came again. "Who is ready to break free and live?" he asked again. This time, both the pink and the purple eggs answered.
Mauve.
Huh?
We switched the purple egg to mauve.
Right. Sorry. This time, both the pink and mauve eggs answered. "In our eggs and in the basket, we're able to find company with each other. We don't want to venture out alone." The Easter Bunny answered back, "You are alone now, separated from each other by your shells. But come out into the life I have prepared for you, and you will truly be together with each other and with me." That was all the encouragement the two eggs needed, and with a quick crack of their shells, the little chicks burst out into the light of a new world. The other eggs could hear the joy in the voices of the little chicks as they followed the Easter Bunny together, but none of them stirred, until the next day when the Easter Bunny came again. "Who is ready to break free and live?" he asked again. What color do you want me to do this time?"
Orange. Magenta is the last.
You got it. The orange egg answered back, "How do I know you won't make me do something weird once I get out there? I'm very comfortable in here, and I know just what to expect. It sounds like out there everyone is running around and doing crazy stuff." "You're not doing anything in there," the Easter Bunny answered. "You're just lying around. Out here, you can use your wings and legs for what they were created for." That was all the encouragement the orange egg needed, and with a quick crack of his shell, the little chick burst out into the light of a new world. The magenta egg could hear the joy of the little chick as his legs and wings truly flexed and ran for the first time following the Easter Bunny into the world. But he didn't stir, until the next day when the Easter Bunny came again. "Are you ready to break free and live?" he asked one more time. The magenta egg, knowing he was all alone, knew he had to answer. "But I like being an egg," he replied. "I've always been an egg. I've always planned to be an egg. I'm good at it. I'm a good egg. Besides, I'm also a good-looking egg. I mean, look at me. I'm magenta. Who could ask for more than this?" "Dear, precious little egg," the Easter Bunny lovingly said, "I know what you are, but I also know what you are meant to be. And you are meant to be so much more than an egg. Your shell that you're so proud of limits you. You were made to be special, unique, with a purpose. But you'll never experience it until you come out of your shell, follow me, and live it. Only then will you discover how truly wonderfully made you are." The magenta egg sat for a moment, pondering this. He thought, and he debated, and suddenly, crack! Out of his egg he popped, and he joyfully joined his friends as they all followed the Easter Bunny together, experiencing the excitement of such a grand and big world, growing into the beautiful lives that they were created to live. And the Easter basket sat, with its colorful but now empty eggs, as a reminder for whomever found it that true life is only found outside of the shell. The end. Wow, what a great story, and perfect for Easter.
Perspective thinks so too. All about eggs and baskets and bunnies.
Yeah, those things are nice, but the story is really all about the true meaning of Easter, too.
What does Pastor Pat mean?
Well, what is Easter really all about? I mean, I don't mean about all the things we use to celebrate it, like chocolate and eggs, but the true meaning of it.
It's when Jesus died and rose from the dead.
Right. But he didn't just do that for himself. He did that for all of us. He died for our sins and rose again so that we can have a new life with him.
Respecto, a little confused. What does this have to do with eggs?
The eggs were living in their old life, which really wasn't a life at all. But then the Easter Bunny told them to break out of their old life and live a new, real life following him. Just as Jesus died and rose again to a new life, he calls us to die to our old lives and live the new, real life with him.
Huh. Respecto didn't realize he was so good at telling people about Jesus.
You did a great job, buddy. Romans chapter 6, verse 8 says, "Now if we died with Christ, we believe that we will also live with him." Just like the eggs were scared to leave what they knew, we can be scared to leave our old lives to live the new one with Jesus. But we can trust him. If we're willing to let that old life die, he's got an amazing new one waiting for us.
Wow, Respecto's story taught all that?
It sure did.
Wow! Respecto was a great writer! But he couldn't do it alone. He did it with a friend. Respecto needs to go tell him right away!
Wait, who's your friend? Oh well, he's gone. I guess I'll find out later. This Easter, when you see eggs and baskets and bunnies, let them be a reminder to you that Jesus died and rose again so that we can live a new and fuller life with him. But to get that full life, we've got to be willing to let the old one go and follow him. We do that by asking Jesus to forgive us for our sins, those things that we've done that are wrong, and believing that he died and rose again for us. Then asking him to help us to live for him from now on. When we do that, he promises us a new life that lasts forever with him. Jesus died and rose again so that we could have a new life with him. This Easter, go out and live it. I'm Pastor Pat with Base Camp, a ministry of Summit Church in beautiful Bozeman, Montana. We'd love to see you here, not just on Easter, but every Sunday. We have services at 10 o'clock. You can also keep joining us online at summitchurchmt.com and on Facebook and YouTube at Summit Church MT. Our children's ministry Facebook page is Base Camp Kids Min. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share so that others can discover the new life Jesus offers this Easter too. And now that I think of it, there are some chocolate eggs calling my name. Bye!
You come feed a cocktail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
Oh, good, Respecto. I've been meaning to ask you about that friend that helped you to write the story.
Right! Friend didn't just help Respecto write the story. It's a true story about Respecto's friend!
It is?
Yep. Respecto's friend was a magenta egg. Remember how he was told he was special and had a purpose?
Yeah.
It was a big purpose!
A big... Ah! That is a big purpose. I should have known. Happy Easter, Big Chicken, and all of you at home.
Hippity hoppity,